Good morning to my students of Rizvi Law. Today we are going to start with our video number 5. As far as our environment law is concerned, we have covered till pages 41 to 48, and today we can say that this is the one of the most important and prominent principle we have in environmental laws, that is sustainable development. So this question is very important as far as your 12 marks question is concerned, and exam point of view, as well as to know the basics of environmental law. This concept is very important, and this has been well defined under Brennan report, that was like this, that SD, that is sustainable development, is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future. In a general parlance, it means when we need to have scientific temperament, of course that is our fundamental duty, and it's our onus that we have to be very productive, and whatever economical and scientific advancement we can do, that shall be in favor of progress of country. But of course you should not sacrifice your environmental resources in the name of scientific temper. So it means that, and the same concept time to time had also been incorporated in our judicial recognized doctrines, and that is also known as judicial activism. So you can say the sustainable development comprises of the concept called, that is principle of IEP. The principle of IEP, they might ask you for 2 marks. In exam you can expect 2 marks question based on this principle, that is IEP. So IEP, this principle what emerged under the headline, that is sustainable development. So it means what? It means intergeneration equity principle. So intergeneration equity principle is also known as, with these principle lines, that is you cannot sacrifice the present in the name of future. That means every generation is under an obligation to preserve its natural, cultural heritage for the enjoyment of the future generation. It means it is the duty of us to take care of our environmental resources, so that our future generation will not curse to us. That means we cannot say that we are the whole and soul and we are the only owner. So we have to pass on this generation to generation. But of course, in the name of advancement, we should not take, or we should not hold our entire environment or earthly resources to put in at stake. So there are some judicial recognized doctrines which also had been purported in the very famous landmark judgmental case, that was Doon Valley case. So in this Doon Valley case, this is also known as Rural Litigation Kendra versus State of Uttar Pradesh. This is also known as limestone mining activity. That means this Rural Litigation Kendra versus State of UP was the first case which had coined the concept called sustainable development in the terms of, in the nexus of intergeneration equity principle. सीधी सी भाषा में, आम भाषा में कहेंगे तो इसका मतलब था कि अगर आपको कोई माइनिंग प्रोजेक्ट है या अगर आपको कोई एडवांसमेंट करनी है, ऑफ कोर्स आप करिए, जैसे माइनिंग है, रेलवे कंस्ट्रक्शंस है, जो भी इकोनॉमी को सपोर्ट करे या लोगों के साइंटिफिक एडवांसमेंट को, टेक्नोलॉजी को ध्यान में रखते हुए प्रोग्रेस जो ज़रूरी है, but at the same time it is the onus of the government and collective responsibility of every citizen of India that we have to take care of the rural people. That means if suppose we have to shift them, we should be given them rehabilitation, and at the same time unnecessarily cutting down of the trees will not suffice the purpose. And then this is known as the first ever case wherein the judicial dynamism took place in terms of Article 21, because this principles, as we have already discussed in our earlier video lectures, that was the concept of polluter pay principle, the concept of absolute liability principle, the concept of right to have healthy and wholesome environment is also being protected under Article 21. That means right to life includes right to have healthy environment. So the same concept also had been repeated in this case again, that was Kinkari Devi versus State of Himachal Pradesh, wherein again Supreme Court held that of course you have every right to have technological advancement, you can construct roads, buildings and all these things which are supportive to economical advancement as well, but at the same time this is our fundamental duties under Article 51AG, Article 48A, that is principles of state policy, and Article 21, that is fundamental rights. That means if suppose because of such constructional activities carrying on in the vicinity, this is the first duty of every government to take care of regional people. Second one, to give them proper rehabilitation facility, and at the same time to take care of their livelihood. And third one is that to take care of the nature. That means nature, you all of us know that जो भी nature के resources हैं, that you cannot make it. These are once gone forever gone things, resources. So of course we have to say that if we are cutting one tree, at the same time this is our duty that we have to grow, and we have to see that we should not unnecessarily cut down the trees, and we should be progressive, but at the same time we should be sensitized enough to protect environment. And the same concept had also been given and purported in the latest case, that was in 2006, that was INDRE, that is in reference to Bombay Dyeing and Manufacturing Company Limited. That was held in this case. It was held in this case by Supreme Court of India, that this is the duty of every state to protect the environment, of course, as far as fundamental duties is concerned, to protect the environment, but at the same time to rehabilitate the sick industries, as well as to see that this local people should get their revenues in terms of new generation of livelihood, income generation should be given to them, otherwise their future will be at stake. So in this case, Banwari Seva Ashram and State of UP, and in case of Bombay Dyeing, the concept of sustainable development held to be very prominently, it had been mentioned. And in my notes from pages 41 to 48, we have also covered the topics like the features, the principles of sustainable development. Of course, this principle of sustainable development is based on the theory that is, we have to take care of the environment. If any person is not vigilant enough, then the government will take every possible effort in terms of polluter pay principle, that is, whosoever have polluted the environment will have to pay the cost. Secondly, absolute liability concept, that means that had been coined by the concept of Bhopal gas tragedy. That means irrespective of your negligence done by your employee or any kind of misfortune, but then too you cannot pass on, or you cannot deny your compensatory obligation, you will have to pay for that. And the concept of IEP, that is the principle of intergeneration equity principle, that means this principle says that every generation, it is the onus of every generation to take care of the future generation. That means unreasonable exploitation of natural resources shall not be tolerated in the name of advancements and scientific temperament. So as far as the most important topic is concerned, I had taken only one topic today, so that this 12-mark question will be elaborated in a prudent way, and at the same time students will get the chance to study this particular full length question. So if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask through Principal Patil sir. We are here to appease all sorts of queries. Thank you so much. We will see the topic of water pollution, air pollution and other pollutions act elaborately in our next session. So that is the end of video 5. See you all in video 6 soon. Thank you so much class. Have a nice day.